Okay, I'm not being stereotyped, but it's always the engineering people they are doing.
Hi, I'm Izzat.
Hi, I'm Kai.
Hi, I'm Darren.
Hi, I'm Leah and this is
ZULA ChickChats.
So hi guys, welcome to this episode of ChickChats, and in today's episode we'll be talking about ITE culture, and I have three special guests here. So would you guys like to introduce yourselves and also tell us a little bit about which colleges you are from and what courses you took?
Hi, I'm Izzat, and I attended ITE College East, and I took digital audio and video production. I was the pioneer batch, by the way.
Oh really?
Yes, pioneer batch, the first one in ITE.
Oh,
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Yes, yes, guys, the old one. I'm a professional singer now. Yes.
Hi, I'm Kai Ting. I'm from ITE College Central. Graduated from events management. I'm an infant care teacher.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice.
okay.
Hi, I'm Darren. I graduated in IT Western Culinary Arts, College West, and yeah, I'm specialized in cooking.
Nice.
Nice.
So are you a chef?
Used to be. I used to be.
I like food.
Used to
I
be.
like food. I like food.
Right now, I'm doing freelance as a photographer, so yeah.
Okay, so why did you guys choose to go to IT and these courses that you went to?
Well, it's the only option I had because result-wise.
I was given the choice to go to Poly and ITE, but ITE actually offered me the course that I want, which was events management. It's like my dream course since ITE offered me, so why not?
Long story short, I chose the wrong school.
What? You chose the wrong school?
Yes. Okay, so I didn't know that Temasek Poly and Singapore Polytechnics, they have culinary courses as well. Back then, I didn't do my research properly. End up, I only went to IT College where I was like, oh, they have cooking courses. 3 months into the course, I'm like, oh, I made a mistake.
Oh, okay.
But then again, enjoyed my time.
Maybe we can talk a bit about like the culture of like your colleges and like your whole experience, right? Talk the culture in terms of like the people there, what were they like? I think there's some like certain like stereotypes of the people who go to like IT colleges. Maybe I can address a little bit about that.
Oh, there's always the abang-abangs, the mat rapes, the one that will somehow like, stare you out of nowhere, especially if you're walking beside a pretty classmate. Then they will look at you and they will look at her, and like as if like, it's not my girlfriend, you can have it. And plus, you are about that age where you're almost a teenage adult. So I know.
Oh my god, what? I don't know. What
I'll stop there, full stop.
You have the bunch of schools that walk past, and then you get a bunch that is sitting there relaxing, doing their own stuff. The moment you go out, you get the eyes like, ooh. It happens every single day, you'll see it.
Every day?
They can even like look at the girl they like and like, sweet.
Yes!
Right?
And it's so annoying, you know. Okay, I'm not being stereotyped, but it's always the engineering people they are doing.
I'm not being stereotyped, but
No, but it's true.
They'll walk past our class and then they'll just go inside and suddenly laugh, don't know what they're laughing at.
oh my. So moving on, then I'll talk a little bit about your experience in college itself, and then like maybe you can share a bit about what are the academics like over there, like the program as well as like the culture.
To compare to secondary school, like our days are shorter, just like one day. On the day itself is just one module. Yeah, and it depends on what kind of module is it lah.
It's the first time you're hustling through education, you see, because sec 1 to sec 4 is like, okay, maths, English, science.
Yeah, correct.
But then over here it's like go in, go out of school, pitch projects and kind of stuff. So it's like the beginning of a hustle for many more hustles to come, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's
like a
like-
prep of your adulthood, is it?
It's the start to enjoying what you really want to focus in your life or your like future career. Like you have a view of whether or not this is suitable for you.
Can I ask, like, for example, the courses, like, in terms of academics wise for ITE, right? Do y'all know the difference between the ITE courses as well as the poly courses?
Relatively
I think
similar.
relatively similar, but it's just probably the stress level of it.
Yeah.
It's like a bit more
Yeah.
tougher lah, because it's poly, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's about the same lah.
Okay.
Only just like a tougher modules and tougher concepts as well, of course. I think IT teachers, they treat you as a young adult. They have that friendly relationship after they've given you the do not mess with this course kind of like
Yeah.
the scariness.
Poly, they're more, I would say, in theory people.
In
But,
theory lah.
I can't say for the whole of IT, but then again, from what I noticed in my class, that most of them, they are a lot hands-on learner.
Okay.
It's like they rather do things practically than they learn through experience itself.
I think a lot of people associate IT with a lot more hands-on kind of projects.
Yeah.
So is that true? Like for you guys as well?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
actually quite true even for myself. I'm not more of a theory guy. I prefer to do things and I learn things through hands-on.
I think our brains are more into doing something very practical, like hands-on
Okay.
stuff. So if we sit there behind the table, aircon some more, and then the lecturers are talking, and then you see the screens, you just get very dazed and
Yeah, a good 30 minutes, you'll fall asleep.
Yeah.
If you were to ask them sit through theory, within a good 5 to 10 minutes, you'll see all of them are sleeping.
But how about all these like project works you all mentioned, right? Then like like people don't want to do their work. Got any stories to share?
a lot, but
A lot.
I'm hoping they won't watch it though. It's like every group you join, right?
Yeah.
Confirm problem.
Yeah, they will be like, ayo,
Confirm
this
problem.
person wow, don't do
We get
work
her.
one."
Alamak.
So there was once one of my module, right? My lecturer just asked the whole group, like the whole class. She's like, okay, I know that in this class there are freeloaders. So what I'm gonna do is, you guys are gonna send me, like personally, the top 3 that don't do work. Yeah. So in the end, right, all of these people, they form a group.
Oh my god!
Oh, that is the
Yeah, then they form a
that's
group.
disaster.
So did y'all take part in any like CCAs when y'all were in school?
Yes. For me, I joined a percussion group.
Ooh.
Yeah, percussion
Is
group.
it like Glee then like acapella kind?
Percussion day.
I don't know why you're percussion then like
Then the other one is a vocal singing group.
then mix together then Glee lah.
Oh, busy is that one. You pam.
Sing.
That kind of thing. So it gave me chances to perform for graduations, for CCA, for future CCA fairs definitely. We even had our own like vocal group showcase in ITE CMA. So it was fun. It actually made me want to perform more and like to what I am today, like at least.
Do you wanna sing for us now since you
It's
talk
okay.
about
I'm
it?
very shy.
Don't act!
I'm very shy.
Insert your music,
I'm very
insert your
shy.
song
I
here.
cannot-
How about you, Kai?
For me, I joined my course CCA. It's called the EVM Club, like Events Management Club. I think every year we will plan this festival called the Campus Game Fest. During this period, for I think over 3 days, people from like public they will come in and then they will game. It's
Not like
those-
computer game
Yeah,
kind?
computer
Oh,
games.
like Dota.
yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow,
correct.
so
correct.
sick one, yeah.
Yeah, so the whole multi-purpose hall.
Will be a gaming center.
Yeah. So like we will all bring in all the desktops and stuff.
That's like you're
Yeah.
operating a LAN shop in
Yes, yeah.
school itself.
Exactly.
In a way lah.
So
Yeah.
cool. Do you have any interesting stories that happened or like went on in your school when you were studying there that you recall? You have a lot?
A lot, but I can't remember who exactly. It was a newer batch of
Yeah.
people. What happened was 2 of them broke out into a quarrel. Then apparently one of them took out, they call it a palette knife. It's not sharp, it's nice.
Okay.
It's like,
They
you know,
took
the
out a
one that
knife, I'm like,
used both of them started running and that guy was, holding that palette knife like a machete, just like going after him.
Oh my lord, thank god it wasn't an actual machete. What
No,
the
it's
heck?
not, it's not. Then police start getting involved.
Damn.
Then after that, the guy just like handcuffed, go away. And it's like, oh well. Back then, we had a food competition to represent Singapore.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, Ramsey came down, Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, he was in the kitchen and we were there helping him out with the stuff.
This call you an idiot
They
sandwich.
hit let's scold you.
He is one of the nicest person I ever talked to. He's a
Oh my god,
really
you
nice
talked
person.
to Gordon Ramsay before?
Yes.
With that said, I'll move on to the next part, which is like the Q&A session. So like, I've asked on Zula's Instagram, couple of like any type of stereotypes that they want to like clarify, misconceptions, any questions they have for you guys. So y'all can go ahead and answer and hopefully enlighten the viewers. This is the most that anybody has replied. Like
Serious
the-
ah?
Yeah, they're so curious about it. You know, I was like, what? Like, okay.
Why though?
No, because I think it's not really talked
are we
about.
alien?
No, it's not really.
To people, it's like ITE means it's the end. It's the end.
That literally is one of the like questions a lot of people have said. It's like, does ITE really stand or mean like it's the end of like your
It
journey
means
lah?
Institute of Technology, guys.
I know lah. So what do you guys think of that stereotype?
It's rubbish, definitely. It's just the stereotypes of, should I say, parents or probably your oldest, the seniors.
You do get some other people say that it's to enjoy.
Okay.
Actually, it's kind of true. It's quite enjoyable.
Okay.
That's the positive part lah.
Yeah.
A lot of, some people say like ITE got a lot of gangster. You say gangster school.
Oh, is it because you're all from normal tech? Is it? Huh?
I never said anything. I don't know. But as in like, is it a thing? Or like someone also said like, do only like NA people or NT people go to like?
No,
No.
for me,
normal
like
tech.
my batch, we had the NE people, the express people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so doesn't mean that like only NT or NE goes into ITE lah. Yeah, and gangster doesn't mean that whoever is in ITE now are people that like very upping or like they just go to ITE just because they don't have anywhere else to go. Like, that's their only route lah.
Do people like look down on you because you're from ITE? Like teachers, be it teachers or people from outside?
I had one judgment from a family member. I won't say who. I always get compared to my cousins. It's sad because family members, you see, they meant it in a good way, but probably we just feel like enough is enough. The fact that we can at least go to ITE is already a good thing.
It's a very, I say like a Asian thing to do. Like, come on, man, don't do that.
It's actually not a very nice feeling because you're also doing what you like. You're also pursuing what you like. Maybe you're just taking a longer route than others. Doesn't mean that you cannot do it.
Sometimes, when you go for a particular job interview or something, then they look at, oh, actually IT only. Then okay, this is what we can offer you. But then after the interview, you came out and it's just like, damn it, I should have further studied myself more just to get that extra bit of pay raise. And then,
This is like kind of like the last question, which is like, if you go this route, it's kind of like wasting time because it's like additional 2 years of studying. What do y'all think?
You wanna be caught wasting of time. Maybe just like taking it slow and like
A longer route.
Yeah, not being impulsive.
If it's additional 2 years to expand education, why not just go for it?
yeah. At the end of the day, everyone is different, moving at different speed. Plan your road correctly.
Yeah.
Do it properly.
Correct.
Yeah. Don't compare yourself to others.
So graduating with like a cert like from ITE, right? Like, do you think it's very difficult to like find jobs after that, or like what exactly? Like, because now you're all working, right? So like, I mean like that's great lah. So what was the experience like? You're like looking for jobs, etc.
To me, as long as you get to do what you like, then actually it's fine lah. Like you're not being constrained to just what you have in the cert.
I don't think my cert played a part in the jobs I get.
Okay.
It's just what you bring to the table, how you pitch yourself, how you bring yourself in front of the ones that's interviewing you. And if they're confident that you can do the job, they'll give the job to you.
If you're gonna be future bosses or whatever, please take this into mind, okay? Don't look at people's where their certification is. Other than that, look at where their experience is, because some of them, they are amazing at what they can produce with their hands and their mind alone. So the cert don't speak for them, but let their results speak for them.
So the last part of this is actually just advice that you will give to people currently studying IT, not sure where to go, or just people who have graduated. Like, what any advice for them to going to the workforce?
If you're really unsure of what you want to do right now, don't spend time loafing around at home. Have a clear mindset where your end goal is and how you want to work to achieve to there.
Finish your year in ITE and be proud that you've already finished. You're about to finish ITE.
This is, I would say, more for the guys out there. I would advise that go for NS first, go to study, then go out to work, because after that you are very fresh at what you have to learn.
Be sure of what you wanna do in life. So at least when you get out of nature service, you have a clear picture, you see.
I think in general, like the takeaway from this video is that everybody should kind of have an open mind about like the whole culture of the different schools.
Yes.
I think different schools offer different things for different types of people.
Correct.
Doesn't necessarily mean one is worse off than another, but it just have different like kind of cultures and experiences lah. And I think like three of them have like very successful stories coming out of like school and like where they are now. So obviously your education does play a part, but it's not like the biggest deal breaker in like where you're going
Times have
to in the
changed, you
future.
see.
Yeah.
You know.
And with that said, I think we've come to the end of our video. So thank you guys for watching. And also, we talked a little bit about the whole IT culture, all of your experiences and some advice. So hopefully it helped you guys out there. And if you guys want us to talk about other school-related topics, any other topics, leave it in the comments down below. And also don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye!
Bye.
Bye.